Hello, everyone. Our product is called Pathfinder. We are Epoch 7, and our theme is equitable resource allocation. So our team consists of me, Kyra, Dalapo, Fiorina, and our mentor, Kunjal. All right, so let's talk about the problem. But before that, I want to tell a story. Jake attended a public high school where he made the most of the limited resources that was available to him. Despite not having access to exceptional teaching, mentorship, or extensive college and career guidance, he worked diligently and was able to get a scholarship to a prestigious university. However, he now struggles with imposter syndrome, feeling overshadowed by his peers who just seem so much better than him. And unfortunately, this has led to him falling behind. Now, this story is not just Jake's, but many other students who have faced hurdles in their educational journey due to limited resources. For example, 52% of college graduates stays unemployed a year after their graduation. 45% of them don't even hold a degree or don't even hold a job a decade after their graduation that requires a college degree. And lastly, 1 in 5 students experience doubts in their major choice frequently. All of these numbers just goes on to show that college alone doesn't prepare you for the industry anymore. Now, the problem? Well, these numbers reflect a significant issue with unequal resource allocation, which leaves students unprepared for college and their future career. This lack of preparation and awareness of available resources leads to difficulties in finding jobs and internships, which causes high unemployment. The problem of inequitable resource allocation to different communities is the key problem that we want to address with our efforts. So now I'll pass the mic to Fiorina to talk about our end users.
So we decided to discuss the end users through this impact matrix. For low-income students, we offer targeted career planning, but they may potentially face limited tech access. Early career professionals benefit from skill development and career progression, though they might rely too heavily on predefined paths. Lastly, businesses will gain streamlined recruitment with relevant skills, but they may encounter reduced innovation from overemphasis on specific skills. Now, to further reinforce our cause, we have survey results of 53 participants from all stages of their educational paths. About 49% of participants know how to reach their goals, while over 50% are uncertain. Our product could help those who lack clarity. We also observed 75.5% of people were facing difficulties in finding opportunities. Lastly, we asked them if they wanted a roadmap of their career paths with listed resources and opportunities. An overwhelming 75% of people responded positively. So now, Kyra will present how we crafted our solution.
Thank you, Fiorina. In our ideal process flow, we start with a student stating what they are currently studying and what career they plan to pursue in the future. This information is given to a large language model, which generates a yearly plan for each grade or college year, with suggested projects and necessary academic courses. Further, we parse the roadmap to identify individual steps each student must use, and then we use a text classifier to determine what that specific step is. To get real-time jobs and information info, we use the end career goal to fetch relevant jobs from LinkedIn and courses from Coursera. We then gather relevant keywords from the job and course descriptions to determine courses to suggest to the student for skill building. We augment queries with retrieved course information for the LLM. We also have curated lists of club activities and additional resources like online articles, which get fed into the planning process as well. And finally, the roadmap gets updated with courses, clubs, and additional resources, and we present a finished roadmap for students to guide them to success.
All right, so now I'm going to show the demo. It's going to be a live demo, so I'll start sharing. Can everyone see the app? So this is our landing page. It's Pathfinder, so I'm just going to click Generate Roadmap. Here's a form where I can fill out the student information. So let's say I'm a computer science student and I want to be a software engineer in the future. Currently, I'm a first year. My GPA is around 3.5. Some of the courses I've taken is Calculus 1. I have not done any internships yet. I've done robotics as extracurriculars, and I've participated in ACM. And unfortunately, I don't have any certification. So let's see what the model generates. This is going to take bit of time, but we have the student information form here. It's just so we can get personalized responses for every single person. So yeah, it's gonna take a bit. Hopefully it pops up. All right, and here it is. And as you can see, it's a roadmap of all 4 years, and there's different buttons that you can click. So if I do courses, it recommends me a list of courses. So introduction to computer science, and then like a little description with it. And then if I click projects, it'll recommend me to do uh, my own personal website. And then I can also look at other year courses too, like operating systems for second year. So that is our demo, and I'll go back to our slides, and I'll pass the mic to Kyra once again to talk about our competitive market landscape.
A target market is job training and career counseling valued at $17.8 billion. Most customers are career changers seeking new opportunities or advancement. The next largest groups are unemployed individuals and young adults searching for jobs. Here's a chart that shows us compared to our competitors. Here we can see that our product Pathfinder is able to provide extracurricular activities, access to internships, job searches, program and school courses, training and online course sites, and certifications. Compared to our competitors, we provide a wider range of resources. Our revenue model has 3 components. In the freemium model, there are extracurriculars, basic roadmaps, and tips for undergraduates. For the subscription-based plan for $10, users get full access to roadmaps, personalized extracurricular lists, internships, and certifications. In the employer plan at $2.99 per month, employers can access general results and connect with and recruit individuals. Here we have our ethical considerations. We considered the ethical matrix by ensuring K-12 students get early career planning opportunities, undergraduates have freedom and support in their career choices, and minority and low-income students are respected and not constrained by finances. Finally, we have our future developments. Our future developments are based...
You ran out of time, but thank you so much. That was great. Now we will have 3 minutes of questions from judges. So judges.
So I was going to say you started out with a bunch of statistics, and then you immediately jumped to causation, that this is because of unequitable resource access. Did you ever consider that, well, first of all, how did you make the jump that that was the cause of the factor? And also, did you ever consider that maybe those students who maybe don't, did you try breaking it down by like major or something? Like maybe most engineers are employed afterwards, but people who do art and theater are not employed. And or people who majored in English, they don't use their degree and they're working at something else. So how did you justify that this is because of unequal resource allocation and not necessarily because of like choices in major or other concerns?
Well, thank you for your question. I think that this problem affects all majors. Statistically, like you said, 20, actually around 20 something percent of STEM students are more likely to be unemployed or to be employed than non-STEM students. It's gotten from the same article. But I think that as a first generation low income student myself, and growing up in a community with so many other people that's similar to me, we found a lot, like when we went to college, we found that a lot of other students just, they had other courses, they had other resources in school, and in turn led them to do better in their classes and find different opportunities. And it's something that we wish that we had. And I think this project really like resonated with that community of students. So yeah.
Yeah,
Just
as
to
someone
add-
who is go.
Just to add on to that, coming from a really small high school that had limited opportunity, having this sort of application would be really helpful in my future career, just so that I can have access to courses that I need to take and I'm more knowledgeable on what I need to prepare for the future.
And I just wanted to talk about the part where you asked about that jump. The statistics that we got, the study they were based off of, had attributes such as income disparity that contributed to these statistics.
All right, I have one question. So I'm also a first generation low income student. And I was just wondering, how is this different from a regular college counselor? I went to my college counselor a lot. So how is this different and better than a college counselor?
Well, I think a lot of the times, not everyone has a college counselor that they can go to, but everyone does have some form of electronic mobile device that they can go online to and access. And also, sometimes people might be too shy to talk to other people about it. So I think this is a way for them to talk to people by themselves and talk to like a AI, right? So
Awesome. Thank you.
thank
Well,
you.
thank you, team. All right. Our next team is Team 9. If you can get queued up.